Hello and welcome to That British Homestead. My name's Nick, and today I'm going to be saving some seeds from my cucumbers. So, in a previous video, I actually went ahead and scraped all the cucumbers seeds out of my cucumbers, and I let them ferment in these bags for a few days. There's no water added. All I've done is smush them round, and I'm going to be using a little bit of tap water to scrape them out and to dry them on plates. I like to dry them on plates, not tissues, because the tissue sticks all over to the cucumber seed, and although that doesn't make at all a little bit of difference, it does make them a little bit gross, and a little bit unsightly. So I just go ahead and put them on a plate, easy to manage. Now you do have to dry them because you do wash them. So as you can see here, I am struggling to get them off of the tissue paper. I do give them a good dab down with the kitchen roll just so that they are nice and dry. I also like to know that my plate is completely dry too, because basically I'm trying to avoid mold. Mold is not our friend when it comes to saving seeds, so the more of the water I can remove, the less likelihood I'm going to get mold. Mold will end up destroying the seeds, and I'll get less germination next year. Now, I put in a lot of time and effort into saving seeds. So far, I've saved all of my cucurbit seeds, pumpkin seeds, squash seeds, as well as some other seeds. I'm sorry if I'm a little bit lispy in this video. I've actually come back from the dentist yesterday, and well, let's just say he told me it wasn't going to hurt. Yeah, it hurt a lot, so I'm a little bit lispy. But I'm absolutely fine in myself. But I just thought I'd let you know that. Right, so I'm just picking off these cucumber seeds. Cucumber seeds are surprisingly funny because they've cut surrounded by like a gel, and you've got to break down that gel to ensure that you are actually um, getting the seed out and not this gel that stops it from growing. As you can see, I've got a big colander here, probably too big for the job, but I'm just basically scraping the leftover gel off of them seeds on the basis that basically if it's on there it's going to A, promote mold, and B, promote the seed not growing properly because it inhibits growth. I've fermented these seeds for about a week. I just put them in a bag, like I said, and I moved it around every day. And there you go, there is the seeds left over. So I've given them a good drain, and now I'm going to go ahead and scoop them up into a tissue. The reason I do this is to once again remove all of the moisture from from Z seeds, and then be able to transfer them to the plate. This is a little fiddly, I understand that, but it does mean I get quite a few seeds. Now, depending on the type of cucumber you're using, you do either get loads of seeds or you only get a few. Now, I'm thinking to myself about 10 plants next year, or even 5 or 6. That would be more than enough for me. I have pickled quite a few of them this year. I'd like some more pickling cucumbers though, so I'm going to go ahead and write what they are, because I'm saving 3 different types of cucumbers here. I've got a couple of pickling cucumbers and my really nice lemon cukes. They're the ones that did really fantastically well this year. As you can see, I'm repeating the process with all of the cucumber seeds, and I'm going ahead and make sure that they dry out properly. It is important for me to have a variety of seeds because you never know what's going to be really good one year. This year my lemon cukes did amazingly, but I was told by one of my viewers that they grow it and some years it does really good and some years do really bad. So I'm going to make sure that I have a variety of seeds. Remember, every year that you save seeds, the seeds that you get a little bit more adapted to your situation. So I try to save seeds every year and try to use them every year. But it's okay if they don't grow because I've always got a backup of the previous year's seeds. You end up getting so many seeds that you don't really need to worry about, not having enough for each year. So I'm going to make sure that I dry these out, and when I've dried them out, I'm basically going to store them in a little plastic bag. You can put them in paper bags too, they're actually better in paper bags, and you can put them in the freezer if you want to. I just put them in a tin, and then I'd use them as and when I need to next growing season. After the craziness of the seed shortages and not being able to get varieties, etc., I feel really confident about saving seeds, because that means that I definitely know I'll be able to grow food next year. It makes me a little bit nervous after that sort of event to make sure that I have my own, and that's when we really got serious about saving seeds. I've always saved things easily like beans, etc., because they don't cross pollinate. They're fantastic ones to start with. They're really easy to keep. I mean, if you could just dry a few out, you could even dry them out on the plant and then you just shell them. But these are a little bit harder process because you do have to remove the gel from around the seed. Like I said, plastic bag, easy to do. Does mean that you are getting rid of some one-use plastic, which I don't really like to do. But it also means that you have seeds for the next year. So that saves a load of carbon and plastic because you're not shipping them across the country. So if you think about it like that, I know it's still not the best way. And if you have a better idea, please go ahead and let me know. But that's how I think of it at the moment. I do think it's very good to save seeds and to have that sort of independence. Um, Another thing about crossing, you could cross your cucumbers. I don't really worry about it. Like I told you, I cover them up, do the paintbrush method. However, if they do cross, I'm not going to be too worried about it. These are only for my own personal use, and I'm not going to be selling them. So I'm not 100% worried about having any crosses or some accidental cross contamination. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please consider subscribing. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.